Hello everybody. In today's video we're going to look at the distributive property. I'm going to work on exercise 3C and I will be doing some of those exercises which you have for homework. So question 1a says I've got 3 times x plus 1. When I do the distributive property, I multiply the outside one with the two inside ones one at a time. So the first one I'm going to do is 3 times x. This portion that I'm writing here is going to be your thinking. So you don't need to write this down. But what I'm thinking is 3 multiplied by x is equal to 3x. And I'm thinking 3 multiplied by 1 is equal to 1. So if I write it here, it's going to be 3x plus 1. That's my final answer. Let's do a second one. Let's do 1e. So 1e says 4 open bracket a plus 2b close bracket. So if I first do 4 times a, it's going to give me 4a. And if I do 4 times 2b, it's going to be 4 times 2 is 8b. And that's my final answer. So if I write out my thinking here, I said 4 times a equals 4a and 4 times 2b equals 8b. Straightforward. Okay, let's do question 1i. Okay, so 1i says negative 2x plus 4. So the first thing I do is I'm going to multiply. Remember, I'm multiplying the entire negative 2 times the first one. So in my thinking portion, I'm going to say minus 2 times x equals minus 2x. And then my second one is going to be that minus 2 times 4 equals minus 8. Remember your signs. It is very important that you don't forget your signs. Signs are very, very important. Don't forget your signs. So my answer here is going to be minus 2x minus 8. Final answer. Next up we have m. M is going to say minus 3x plus 2. So that's going to be minus 3 times x is minus 3x. And minus 3 times 2, minus times plus is minus 3 times 6. 3 times 2 is 6. That's my final answer. Let's look at Q. So Q says a open bracket a plus b. So a times a is a squared and a times b is going to be ab. Final answer. Those are all of your examples for question 1. So I did 1 column. You have 3 columns left. Let's look at question 2. Question 2a says 1 plus 2 open bracket x plus 2. So according to BODMAS, I need to multiply first. This is multiplication. So this portion here is what I deal with first. Let me show you. This here is what I deal with first. Now I made it very dark. Okay, I'm sorry I made it so dark. So we have 2 times x plus 2. So this is going to be 1 plus, I don't touch it. 2 times x is going to be 2x. And 2 times 2 is going to be plus 4. Now I look at like terms. Which terms are the same? My 1 there and my plus 4 there is the same. So 1 plus 4 plus 2x is equal to 5 plus 2x. And that's your final answer. Let's look at 2D. So 2D says 4 open bracket 3 minus x minus 10. So the first thing I do is I say 4 times 3, which is 12. Remember, we're doing multiplication first. This is multiplication. So that's this negative 10 is gonna wait for us. 4 times 3 is 12, and 4 times minus x is minus 4x. Now I bring down the negative 10, minus 10. I just copy it from the top. Now I do like terms. 12 and minus 10 to go together. 12 minus 10 minus 4x. So 12 minus 10 is going to give me 2 minus 4x. That's your final answer. Let's do the last one in question 2, and that's going to be 2g. And 2g says 2n, open bracket, b minus a, close bracket, plus 3a squared. Sorry, it's 2a. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, so it's 2a. So let's start by multiplying. 2a times b is going to be 2ab. 2a times minus a is going to be minus 2a squared, plus 3a squared. I just bring that down. Now I know that a squared and a squared are like terms, so this is going to be 2ab plus minus 2 plus 3 is going to be, let's do a number line. If I start at minus 2, I'm adding, so I'm adding in that direction. 1, 2, 3, that's minus 1, 0, and 1. Therefore, it's going to be a squared, or 1a squared, and that's my final answer. And lastly, let's look at question 3. So 3a says to us 3 multiplied by x minus 4 plus 2 multiplied by 5 plus x. I'm going to do this section first, and then I'm going to do this section second. So let's do our blue one first. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times minus 4 is minus 12. Then I bring my plus down. Next up, I'm saying 2 times 5 is 10, and 2 times x is 2x. Excellent. Now I want like terms. Which terms are the same? Which terms go together? So I've got 3x here, and I've got 2x there. Those two go together, and I've got minus 12, and I've got positive 10. Those two go together. So let's get started. Let's do our 3x. So 3x plus 2x ends up being 5x. And then I have my negative 12 plus 10 ends up being negative 2. And that's my final answer for 3a. Let's look at 3d. 3d says 3y plus 1 plus 6, 2 minus y. So the first thing I'm going to do is this blue section, and that's going to be 3 times y is 3y. 3 times 1 is 3. I bring down my plus, and then I'm going to do the green section, which is going to be that one. 6 times 2 is 12, and 6 times minus y is minus 6y. Don't forget the sign. There's a minus here, so it must be a minus there. Okay, now that I've got that, I need to look for like terms. So I've got y there and minus y there, and then I've got 3 and I've got 12 there. So let's start with our orange. 3y minus 6y, and then we have our 3y minus 6y, and our numbers is going to be plus 3 plus 12. Once we've got that, let's calculate it. So 3y minus 6y is going to be 3y, and positive 3 plus 12 is going to be plus 15, and that's your final answer. Okay, let's do another one over here. So this is going to be 3g. Oh, sorry, not d, but g. 3g says I've got 2b minus a plus 3a plus b. So first things first, I do my blue section. 2 times b is going to be 2b. 2 times minus a minus 2a. Then I bring down my plus sign, and I do my green section, which is going to be 3 times a is 3a, and 3 times b is 3b. Okay, now I look for like terms. Got 2b there, and I've got 3b there, and I'm looking for like terms, minus 2a plus 3a. Okay, let's get started with our orange. 2b plus 3b is going to be 5b, and then our red one is going to be minus 2a plus 3a. Minus 2 plus 3 is going to be, remember on our number line, if I start at minus 2, I jump 3 to the right, 1, 2, 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1. Goodness. Okay. So I've got those. So I've got the answer is going to be positive 1, so plus 1a. And that's my final answer there. Let's do another example over here. 3j. 3j says x squared plus x multiplied by x minus 1. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to be my multiplication. So this is multiplication. Sorry about that. This is multiplication, so I'm going to do that section first. And because I'm doing that section, I write x squared plus, on its own it stays the same. So x times x is going to be x squared, and x times minus 1 is minus x. Next up, I'm looking for like terms. Here I've got minus x, and I've got x squared and x squared, and I've got x on its own, minus x on its own. So my answer is going to be x squared plus x squared is going to be 2x squared and minus x. That's my final answer. And the last one I'm going to show you today is going to be question 3m. So minus 4, open bracket, x minus 2, close bracket, minus, open bracket, 3 minus x, close bracket. How do I do this? First, I'm multiplying. So I'm going to do my blue section. Here is a multiplication. Minus 4x times x is going to be minus 4. Minus 4 times x is minus 4x. Minus 4 times minus 2, minus times minus is plus. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, now I have a situation because I have a minus over there. Technically, this is minus 1. So I'm going to do my green section next, and it's going to be minus 1 multiplied in. So minus 1 times 3 is going to be minus 3, and minus 1 times minus x is going to be positive x. Okay, now I'm looking for like terms. I've got negative 4x, and I've got positive x, so minus 4x plus x, and I've got positive 8 and minus 3 plus 8 minus 3. Let's calculate this out. Minus 4 plus x, so let's see, I'm starting at minus 4. I add 1, I'm going in this direction because it's positive, so I end up on minus 3. Minus 3x, and then I have 8 minus 3 is going to be 5, and that's my final answer. I hope this helped you. This would be how you do all of your homework, so you've got the rest of the assignment to do by yourself. If you have questions, please text me. I will help you. Thank you.